Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a Kranvagn because Kranvagn got changed lately. As many of you know, Kranvagn received a nerf. And by the way, pay attention at the expectation values. From 4,800 to get Mark of Excellence down to 4,000 and then slowly but surely raising up to 4,200. By the way, if you want to mark this tank and you haven't played in a while, this is the time to do this because you are going to raise quite a lot. And we have some new things in the index page, so feel free to check it out. Before we are going to go into the games, fellas, I really want to highlight one very important thing. We are working on I really wanted to make one video for a long time, which we are hopefully going to make soon. It is showing the difference between equipment setup, not on paper but in reality. So for example, I am going to take 140. I will have 300 meters distance and I will try to hit the weak spots with ventilation rammer stabilizer, ventilation rammer improved aiming unit, hardening rammer stabilizer, hardening rammer improved aiming unit. That's what I think, and I think it is going to be interesting thing because I have a theory. Hardening is working better than ventilation, even though ventilation is helping your accuracy quite a bit, but I think it is not really worth the price of this. So this is one thing which I want to say. The second thing which I want to say, missions. I am planning to start the new series in a way. Maybe we can put this on extra or on main, maybe on main, and how the things are going to look like. So we are taking the 260. I am not going to bother with lower tiers or with easier missions. It's not worth it. We are going to take the 260, and in one video you are going to see from 1 to 5 missions done, right? So I am opening the mission. Be the first player by experience earned. That's quite straightforward, right? Any light tank can work. You will get better map and you are going to become first by experience. And after I am saying this, I am showing the gameplay as a highlight. You will see how many games it took for us to do, or the attempt number 1, attempt number 2, attempt number 3, and you will see the successful attempt, so you will be able to follow everything under the screen, right? So it is going to be quite interesting thing. And that goes pretty much for every single tank. For example, we have a heavy tank. We are going from 1 to 5 in one video. After that, you know, to mix the things up, for example, we are starting with lights 1 to 5, mediums 1 to 5, heavies 1 to 5, tank destroyers 1 to 5, and after that we are having some normal videos done. After normal videos, we are returning back, and then we are going from 6 to 10, from 6 to 10, from 6 to 10, and finishing object 260. And after that, you are going to find this information in the index, and I will talk briefly what would I suggest for the mission to be done. You know, this is the whole plan. I think this will help for people heavily. Also, in the same time, obviously, we are going to do the same thing with a Chimera, and we are going to do the same thing with 279E. So this is quite straightforward, right? This is what I am thinking, and this is what I have to propose for you, right? So this is the idea. Also, other idea is maps, but we need to be patient with the maps. It is so much more work than I could ever imagine, and I know you guys from the YouTube, you do not really know what I do off YouTube, right? It's and speaking about the hours spent, I am streaming for 200 hours a month as well, so it's not like I am a full-time YouTuber or something, or call me internet beggar, please. Anyways, without further ado, let's teleport into the first game of the Kran. Okay, fellas, what do we have? We have a beautiful Kampinovka field, and we are playing with a tank which can play hold down. You know what that means? There is only one way how we can do this. We can go on top of the hill and we can beat the living crap out of everyone. This is the very simple way, and I think this could work extremely well. So what is the Kranvagn and how things changed after the tank nerf? Because we're gaming at the speed, we're gaming at the accuracy. Well, truth to be told, things did not change that much on this vehicle, if any. Even though expectation values on this vehicle dropped down, which you saw in the intro, right? It doesn't change the fact that tank can still perform the same way. Obviously, the DPM is not as good as it used to be before. That's fine. It is not changing too many things, in my humble opinion. You still can stay hold down, you still can raise your gun, and you still can be unpenetratable mother trucker, right? And that is the most important thing with the Kranvagn. Obviously, in order to make the Kranvagn faster, you can always mount the turbo, right? So you can simply have the, let's say, turbo, stabilizer, ventilation, or you can replace stabilizer for improvement with the aiming unit, or you can change improved aiming unit to whatever you want, you know?
I appreciate it.
This is the thing. This is the thing, fellas. Okay, let's see. Can we destroy enemies? I think this is going to be perfection for a Kranvagn, and I would be disappointed if we are not going to get, let's say, 5,000 in this game. And 5,000 is not that epic of the performance, considering what kind of matchmaking do we have over there, right? Now, tip: whenever you are playing with a Kranvagn, always have your PP raised. What raised PP is going to do for you, enemies are going to have a very bad time trying to penetrate you, right? Because you have no weak spots in this way. You just simply have no weak spots. So what you can do, you can spank enemies left, right, and center, and you can simply be like this. You know? And enemies cannot do absolutely anything about that, but this is what you want. For example, he is not even looking at us. He doesn't look at us because he knows he cannot do absolutely anything about this, right? And this is perfection play with a Kranvagn. And now, whenever you have a chance to unload, you unload. That's it. Not a rocket science to play with this vehicle, nothing super extraordinary, nothing special. You are just trying to get as close as possible playing hold down, and you want to spank enemies. That's it. That's all there is to say about this vehicle. And now when we explained how you are playing with this tank, let's try to get some use by clearing this side. That's what we want to do at this point. I would love to eliminate everyone playing here. That's what I would love to do. Oh? And he's officially and royally effed. And now we can play the game. Look at this. Look at this, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. All we need to do, we need to have the PP up, and enemies cannot do anything. Yeah, the changes on the Kranvagn are not so heavy as many people might think they are. They are not that heavy whatsoever. Anyways, all we need to do at this point, we need to start claiming this gentleman live. That is 1, that is 2, and that is 3. I don't really think he's baboon. I think he is saving. His cupola, because I've seen it. He is trying to raise the gun to save his cupola. I really doubt he is baboon, and I don't really think it is. Oh, Skill, how could you? He's dancing for you. No. I don't really think the things are working this way, truth to be told. Anyways, what we are going to do now, we are going to take the corner here. And from taking the corner here, we can actually keep spanking enemies playing in this area, right? I believe that's fair to say they do not really have too many things to do, and in fact they are already dead, and this is how you are playing with this tank. It is perfection of playing with a Kranvagn. And you know what is the funny thing? I don't like this tank. No, but still the tank is powerful. I know the tank is powerful. I know the tank is rated epic in the index page because it is epic tank. There is nothing bad about this vehicle. There is nothing to complain about. There is nothing to say about this tank. There is nothing to cry about, but it's not my cup of tea, you know? Sometimes for me it's better to play with the same E5 even though it is not as powerful tank, but I enjoy the tank more. That is the thing. I know it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but yeah, this is how I feel and this is how it goes to me. So far, very successful game. I am super happy about the current situation, and I think we are making the things work pretty well. And in the same time, this is kind of only the start, because I think we could easily, I repeat, we could easily make a bit of pressure like this, and we can start eliminating enemies playing here. That is the whole plan, that is the whole dream, and this is the whole hope for us in this game. One thing to mention though, speaking about this tank, I think the standard ammunition is quite bad on the Kranvagn. I would never ever say that, yeah, the Kranvagn APCRs, they are great. I don't know why people are shooting gold with this tank, no. It doesn't work this way. I think if you are playing with a Kranvagn, I think you need to have a lot of gold ammunition. That is the truth, and that's what I think. Although, pay attention at the gun handling. The gun handling can be pretty disgusting in certain situations, if you know what I mean. Obviously, you have still great reload. It's not like you have no DPM whatsoever or whatever. You have a great DPM and you can spank enemies like there is no tomorrow. And you know, you just finished the reload. Well, you unloaded on the enemies quickly, and after that you can pretty much clip them once again. So the DPM is not the problem. The gun handling on the Kranvagn is derpy. It truly is. And I think, speaking about the index rating, what index has on the gun handling, it has the 3 stars, aka being average for a heavy tank. I think it might even go to the 2 stars, because you can see that yourself. It is far away from being ideal and far away from being excellent. Anyways, looking into all of this, we have a solid ace. Hip hip hooray. I am pretty happy with all of this. Thank you very much, Kranvagn. We have 5.2 thousand damage, which is nice. 1.7 thousand assisting damage, which is very good. And I think we played as good as we could for our abilities, although we missed many shots. Now, kudos to our light tank. That endgame push brought him a lot of assisting damage, and he played like a bloody champion. Now, speaking about the profits, we would lose 11,000 or maybe 10,000 if not the mission. So yeah, that was quite expensive, I would say. Anyways, let's go for round number 2. Okay, round number 2 has extremely good matchmaking for us. We have the tier 8 and we are going to play pretty much fully hull down. I do not really think enemies are going to enjoy this whatsoever. All we need to hope for, enemy lemming train like this, right? Then we are going to have a very great situation for ourselves, and this is going to be awesome, right? That's what we want to see. So let's see. No, Mr. Kranvagn, bring something nice for us. I dare you, Kran. Okay, so the whole idea for us, play hold down. Skill, what you are thinking whenever you are playing with a Kranvagn, hold down. Skill, what are your main thoughts about the game, hold down. Skill, do you have anything else to say, hold down. This is all there is to say about this vehicle. If you will play hold down, you are going to feel powerful, you will feel great, and you will spank enemies like there is no tomorrow. That's about it. That's about it, fellas. Hi. Yep. If enemies are going to peek now, this is game over. This is game over for the enemies. That's about it. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds question mark, question mark, question mark. But this is how it looks like. Now we need to figure out how to get more use of all this. I would love to see enemies trying to be just tiny touch more involved, if you know what I mean. By saying this, I want enemies to feel powerful and to start making pressure like this, because if they will do this, I will take this position and I will start clipping them out. And let's get real, they are not going to enjoy this whatsoever. And now we are just having a camping fiesta with a badger. We are enjoying ourselves, and you know, all I need to do, I need to ask, do you have any marshmallows? Since we are having a great camping fiesta, question mark. I mean, this is literally how the things are looking like. This is literally how the things are looking like, fellas. Relax, take it easy. We have all time in the world of tanks. All I need to do, I need to see enemies trying to push like this, so I will move here, or alternatively, I need to see enemies pushing up front, right? There is nothing more to say about this, there is nothing to do. It is very, very, very straightforward gameplay overall. I can see the E75 is thinking about making a bit of pressure like this. Yep, he went in. That is one. That is two. I'm going to go on the reload. And at this point we are booming. At this point we are playing and we are having literally a blast. There is nothing what enemies can change at this point. There is nothing what they can do. There is only complaints, regrets, and nothing more than that. At least that's what I want to believe, and that's what I believe in. Meanwhile, Samoa. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine, that's fair, we got this. We got this. Where is our badger? Our badger got slaughtered? No, Mr. Badger. What happened? How our badger got slaughtered, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. That was quite sad. Anyways, how are you doing today? Are you enjoying yourself? I think so. I think you do. Have a lovely day. Rhino! Please let me live. Nope, unfortunately not the case. Wow, I did not even notice... I did not notice how the flying F our badger got killed. I was feeling so... Oh, okay, I see. That was a bit of the misplay. I did not realize it. I did not realize that there wasn't anyone looking this side over there, which is completely fine. Mistakes were made. Enemies overpushed us, and enemies deserve to win, right? Yeah, it is okay. No complaints, no regrets, we can only accept our fail. For a tier 8 matchmaking, with all honesty, this is a very, very, very bad play. Yeah, I get it, enemies had more guns in this side, blah, 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 blah. But it's not only about that. If I could turn back the time, what I would do, I would probably, instead of going here, I would probably sit in this area and I would simply wait until enemies would make some pressure for us. I think that would be the right play, but it is how it is. What can you do? Mistakes happens, and I am the one who made a mistake. I needed to pay attention more into the max map, right? Let's teleport to the scoreboard and let's see what we crafted. Okay guys, so what do we have? The second game is not nearly as good as the as the first game, but it is how it is. Kudos to the E75s. They did a great job by making a pressure and they farmed most of our team, as you can see. Also, very, very brave decision by the Samoa and by AMX. Those two guys had balls. I mean, balls out of steel. And that worked very, very well. All in all, we finished at second by experience. We finished at first by the damage. And could be better, fellas. Definitely could be better. Now, looking into the situation, we lost 24,000 credits, not a big surprise. Plus, on top of that, I have plenty of the stock of the extra rations and so on, right? So, yeah, not a big surprise. Anyways, let's go for a last game. Hopefully, we will craft something better. Let's go. And last but not least, we have Karelia and counter game. Okay, let's see what we can craft in this battle. Fake baboon? Yes. So, what is the plan? We want to make a bit of pressure like this. I would say this is the right way to do the things for us. Obviously, we can sit here, hold down forever and ever, but I feel like this is going to be so much better. Now, in this situation, this is very important thing to say, let's get real. If the Kranvagn would have the previous speed, we would hit 60 kilometers per hour like nothing. And since we do not have it, well, the situation is looking like a bit different, right? Okay, meanwhile, Leo is trying to cross. Beautiful shot to the Mr. Leo. And I think I am crossing like there is no tomorrow like this. We are facing the enemies just like so, and we are using a bit of our AMX while crossing, if I can say so. Meanwhile, do we have a nice hold down play here or not so much? By the way, I truly think they did some changes to this rock. I don't know, did Wargaming mention it in their patch notes, but it looks to me like this is changed. Meanwhile, enemies have 5 guns, we have 5 guns as well. This is quite an equal game, if I can say so, and it doesn't look that bad. Now, if enemies will be aggressive, we are going to spank them like there is no tomorrow for obvious reasons. Although, like I said in the previous game, what do you need to think whenever you are playing with this tank? You need to think hold down. Hold down is the most important thinking process for this tank. If you think hold down, you are going to be safe and you are going to be alright. Since I did not play hold down very, very well, I got punished for my stupidity. That wasn't ideal and that wasn't very, very nice. Now, how many guns do we have? 4 guns on the corner. Okay, that is not bad. Now, if enemies are getting closer, and there is a big chance they will try to get closer, we are going to start spanking them. Wait, relax, take it easy. I hope our guy can escape from here. Although it doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like it. Very smart, Leo. I do not want to make any pressure whatsoever up front. There is the moments when it is just simply not whoop. There is the moments when it's just not worth to be aggressive, and this is one of those. Okay. Hi, how are you doing? And now we are having a party here. So how you are doing? Right into cupola. Unfortunately, that is a bounce, which is not very nice, but it happens. I am aiming for his cupola. Good, and we are going to... Wow, how bad the gun of this tank is. Wow. The gun definitely looks like took one for the team, and the gun balls are what balls? You know? This is how it looks like to me. This is how it looks like to me, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, how are you doing, mister? Are you enjoying yourself? Oh, yes, you do. You enjoy yourself. Good to hear that. Meanwhile, Kranvagn. Nice. Very good. Now we are reloading again. In 15 seconds, we will be able to eliminate STB, and we will try to beat the living crap out of this 113. Good. Good, fellas. Step by step, little by little. Step by step, little by little. How are you doing, Mr. 113? Okay. How we can do this? This is the question. How we can approach this gentleman here? That is a beautiful tracking shot. Another tracking shot, which is obviously not ideal, but it's okay. And now we are doing some damage. Good, good, good. Let's repeat everything. Let's repeat everything. Such a weird game, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Such a weird game. I am truly shocked and surprised, and not in the good way, about the Kranvagn. It is very, very hard to shock me, but this is how I feel like about this currently. This tank is not able to hit absolutely anything, even from the close distance. Wow. Okay, okay, fair enough. I am accepting this. Wow. I know the Kranvagn can be derpy, but derpy to that extent you are sticking your gun up the ass of the enemy and you are missing. That is quite a horrible experience. Or maybe I was unlucky, who knows. Anyways, let's teleport into the end of this game, and we got only 3.5 plus 800. This could have been so much better, for sure. Okay. We are back, only 3.5 thousand damage, 800 assisting damage. Even though we are first by experience, first by the damage overall, wow, this gentleman played good. Good for him. I was shocked how bad the gun actually is. It is absolutely insanity how bad the gun treated us. Or maybe I am just silly goose and I need to learn to aim. Meanwhile, 47 minus. That is understandable. This tank is created to spam the hit. There is nothing to say. There is nothing to do. That's all I can say about this, right? Quite a journey and quite a game. All in all, speaking about our performance, 4000 DPG, 800 assisting damage, this is okay. I cannot cry about this, although only one victory, but that's fine. Kranvagn, so back to the point. Is Kranvagn the same? Fellas, Kranvagn playstyle is still the same, but gun handling actually was looking like quite heavily effed, if I can say so. But maybe it's only me. Let me know in the comment section down below. And in the same time, if you have any suggestions for a new series, let us know in the comment sections. Thank you very much for watching and take care. Have a good one. Skill is out for today. Peace.